Okay, I think we're about ready. Just talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Okay, well, can I talk about my father?
No problem.
Alright, cool. So, you know, the last time I don't know, my last memory of him at least is when I was 8 or 9, well, I know, I was 9 months, no, 9 years, 1 month, 15 days, I don't know about that last part. But, he was getting up and going to work. I really never went to the building he worked at, somewhere downtown, and he was going, and he walked out to, damn it,
You're good.
and he walked out to his truck. He drove, I think it was black Suburban or something, and, he's walking down the steps. We had these, curved steps that went down to the sidewalk, and I ran outside because I had missed him that morning, and I wanted to say bye, and I said something like, I don't know, I can never remember what I said, but that's the one part. And he turned around and he said bye kiddo, and he waved when he got in the car, and or rather truck, and he drove off, and I waved, I waved at him, and that was it. They say that when he got to work that day, that something was off about him. I hadn't noticed anything, but they said something was off about him. That's what everyone said. And they said he was, nervous and, twitchy, irritable, couldn't really do anything, couldn't even have a real conversation with you. And then, he started just, walking around, not really doing much of anything, and people would say something to him, and he'd either ignore them or say something that really didn't make any sense. And then he starts to I don't know, it's like talk when no one's there. He's talking to nobody, and he's looking around. He got really nervous, and people were, they were asking him, are you okay? Are you okay? And then he started panicking, actually panicking, and he started just walking faster, I guess. I don't know. And no one knew what was wrong with him. They got the boss, and the boss tried to ask him a question, but the guy, he just, my dad wouldn't stop walking. He wouldn't listen to anyone. And at some point, he just started running. He just started running around this office building, and no one knew what was wrong with him, and he wasn't responding. He was just running, and maybe, I don't know if there was something else, but then, so people were following him, a couple people, his friends definitely, and then he runs up this little stairway. As far as they know, he'd never done that before, because it goes up to the roof of this building. And so he ran up there, and they stopped. Apparently, they didn't follow him. They didn't follow him up to the roof. They'd followed him throughout the whole building, but then he goes up there, and they stopped. They stopped, and did they stop caring about him when he went up there? They seemed pretty upset about it, Could it have been that it was just a bit outside their comfort zone, or he was out of their sight, out of mind, out of their life? Did he not matter anymore? So they found him they found him on the sidewalk below the office. He had apparently gone up and jumped off, and no one had tried to stop him, or anything like that. And I wonder. I'm more upset that I don't know why. That I can't figure out why it's like that. And why he did that. But sometimes I'll daydream, I guess, and I'm him, or yeah, I'm him, and I'm walking about, and in my mind, in that dream, I know why he's doing it. I can figure it out, and it all makes sense, And I'm very calm when I'm him. When I'm in this imagination, I'm very calm. I'm not upset, because it all makes sense, And so I get to the edge. I get to the edge of the whole thing, and then I take 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 step, and then I'm off.